In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to use native WPF controls in a migrated WOW form. I'm going to open a solution created by our migration tool. You can see the migration process by clicking the link in the description. For this demonstration, we are going to add a WPF control to an existing WOW form, and then we'll handle some interactions with it. A basic knowledge of WPF will be helpful to understand this process fully. Open the Colors form and add a WPF control. In this case, we will use the Slider control. The name of the newly added control is Slider1. We will need it afterwards. By default, its value ranges from 0 to 10. Let's change the maximum value to, say, 100. After adding the slider, we can compile and run without regenerating the WOW code. This is because non-WOW controls do not need a WOW handle like the migrated ones. As you can see, the slider is there and the program behaves just like before. Since no events are handled, you can use the slider, but our actions have no effect on the Cobol program. To handle the events, we need to add a variable to the Cobol program so that it can refer to the new control. Note that the form, and therefore the slider, is not declared in this program. It is in a different assembly. Open the code associated with the form and add the object reference in the working storage section. The reserved word type means that we are declaring a .NET type. Now we need to ask the framework for the reference to the actual object. The method getObj_by_name requires two parameters, the form handle as binary long and the name of the object. Now, mySlider contains the reference to the slider, and we can add the event handler for the ValueChanged event. For the sake of cleanliness, we should also remove that handler before disposing of the form. As mentioned before, a basic knowledge of WPF is helpful in using WPF controls. The MSDN documentation will help you to find all the information you need. Now, we need some more variables to handle the event. The first one will receive the arguments of the events. It is generic and will be defined only once for all events. The second one instead will contain arguments specific to the ValueChanged event. Different events have different arguments. For example, the key down event will tell us what key we have pressed, while the ValueChanged event will tell us what the value was before the action and the actual value after the action. The ValueChanged event uses this argument. Finally, we define a variable that we will use to show the new value on screen. By default, the framework calls an entry point named nameoftheprogram_event_request, so we need to declare it. Now we just need to add the code to figure out what control has raised the event and what event it is. The field EventArgs is a generic object, and we need to cast it to the specific type. Now we can get the new value and put it in the text property of the static text that we already have in the form. We are finished. Compile and run again to see the program reacting to our actions. Thank you for watching.